All right, what is going on, YouTube? Today is another recap of how I drag my cock all over the screen, and here it is. So, as you can see right here, we had another $9.3 thousand day. Unfortunately, it is past market open, or whatever, market being open, so my executions are not currently on the screen. However, you can go and you can check out my executions posted on my story, posted in numerous TikToks and YouTube video, or TikToks and Reels on Instagram, and then you can also see this right here with the executions for this exact same trade, exact same P&L right there. So this trade, we made $9.3 thousand. We made this across only 9 accounts, not across all of my accounts. Or actually, no, I think it was like 8 accounts, some shit like that. It was like 7 or 8 accounts, really not that much. Because I already requested a $10,000 payout or another $8,000 payout earlier today. So as you can see here, boom, there's another thing of proof here. So you can see 1019. We have the approved payout down there, and then we have 4 more $2,000 payouts that are coming as well. So we have another $9,000 coming to the bank with a 90-10 profit split. And yeah, so let's go over this trade, why I took it, and why my bias was what it was for this specific day. Now, market obviously is a little bit all over the place right now, but yeah, it's fine. We'll scroll back and stuff like that. Market closed half day as well, so shouldn't be too bad. But overall, on the higher time frame, on the 4-hour, as we can see, I was mostly bearish coming into today. Unfortunately, I was mostly bearish, but we did end up getting a SMT, right, as we can see right here. So at this low here, that I thought we would end up taking out on NQ or on ES as well as NQ. We ended up getting that sweep. I thought that this 4-hour gap was our target. I thought that we would continue to go lower towards this 4-hour gap, but I noticed that price started to flip. Hold on. Share my screen. The Discord's telling me to share my screen. All right, I'm sharing my screen for them, even though they're going to watch it in the YouTube video. But yeah, Discord, the Inner Circle call is happening right now as well. I'm just recording this YouTube video before we get started with that. So going over this trade, I thought this 4-hour was going to get tapped into. Unfortunately, it did not, but doesn't matter because our bias just ended up being flipped. Okay. So once we started to inverse these higher time frame PD rays, these 15-minute PD rays and 5-minute PD rays right here, as soon as we got this 15-minute candle close, I was pretty confident that we would continue to go higher. Then we had this 15-minute candle get tapped into numerous times here. We can see that we wicked that candle multiple times, and then we continue to go higher. Also on the 4-hour time frame, we could see that we were starting to push through this 4-hour gap. That was obviously as we were in our trade already, but we had this 4-hour gap up here, this 4-hour or this new week opening gap, whatever you want to call it right here. That was another good target. I think we should come up and fill that gap as well. We also had these hourly highs here, boom, and there as well, and then one right there as well. So we had all these hourly highs. One of the 3 hourly highs got taken out there, and then ES was also flipping a little bit more bullish. So all those things combined, put together, we ended up taking a setup out of this 15-minute gap. So as you can see here, inside this 15-minute gap, we ended up creating a SMT right here. Then we got a 1-minute inversion. I took that entry off that 1-minute inversion right there. Should have been like right there. We had our stop loss below the first part of the leg for right here. We had taken a loss earlier on here. We took a loss on this 1-minute fair value gap here. This 1-minute inversion was what I took a loss on. Or no, it wasn't this. It was not that. It was somewhere in here. I think it was this, actually. I'm trying to remember where I took my loss. I think it might have been, it may have been this 1-minute fair value gap here. It's possible. Yeah, I think it was that 1-minute fair value gap. Then we ended up making an SMT, and then we got another 1-minute inversion. Perfectly fine. Same exact draw on liquidity. Our draw on liquidity was true day open and London highs that were above, which both ended up getting hit eventually. So as you can see here, boom, London highs ended up getting hit as well. But yeah, our overall bias was true day open just because, 1, it was a good 1 to 3 risk to reward to win back what we had lost on the first trade, and 2, it was also a good draw as well. So true day open is a really, really, really good draw. As you can see, we literally delivered to it perfectly. Take profit by the tick, and then we ended up reversing a little bit and then coming back up. So true day open is a really, really good draw and something that I use in my trading a lot as far as my draw on liquidity goes. Not only just session liquidity or higher time frame wicks and gaps, I also do use true day open as well. So true day open was my draw for today. We ended up getting hit, and yeah, $9.3 thousand of profit on the day, and that is the 11th trading day out of 12 this month that I have ended green for the day. So we are in a really good streak. Not to say that we're not losing. You know, we still take losing trades, but that does not mean that we lose overall on the month, on the day, on the week, whatever. So yeah, that was my setup that I took today, and I appreciate you guys watching. So if you want to learn from me, or if you want to work with me one-on-one, you can go and you can click the link in the description below. And yeah, peace out, guys.